The Polish economic anomaly is fascinating. There's a bunch of highly skilled workers in a highly appreciating economy, generating velocity. Also, over the last months and years, it has consistently come out a winner. But if you follow the standard protocol of employment contracts and your capital gains tax, you will bleed out. So there are a few things we must pay attention to in order to clearly navigate this system. Let's get to it. Hello fellow wealth seekers, and welcome back to another installment of the wealth levels across Europe. Today with the Polish chapter. I'm also learning Polish, so I'm gonna try not to butcher certain words too much, but apologies in advance. Level 1 is net worth not negative, above zero, debt extinguished, or stop living paycheck to paycheck. The standard Umowa o Pracę, which is the employment contract, is very heavy on taxes, around 32%. You have social security, you have income tax, all summing up. If you live in quite a high demand city such as Kraków or Warsaw, in here, we're looking at a one-bedroom that is up to 4.5 thousand zloty. So this is quite a huge part of your salary, likely. The two best advices I can give you: stop convenience store shopping. So Żabka, I love it, but stop going there each day for your coffee and top up groceries. Instead, go for weekly bulk logistic groceries at Biedronka or Dino. Instead of wasting your money on subscriptions that are not necessary for your survival, focus on your bare essentials. Perhaps cut the gym as well, cut all the streaming services, don't fall for buy now, pay later, and you will be able to start the accumulation after you've stopped the bleeding at the source. Stage 2 is financial stability. In a country where inflation spikes and price waves can come unexpectedly, I recommend 3 to 6, better 6 months of paid expenses all in an emergency fund. This would be around 40,000 zloty, but don't leave it in a basic deposit account at PKO or mBank. Have it in a high yield or deposit account such as Lokati that can easily increase your interest at maturity. At least 2 or 3%, but it really helps. Secondly, for the money that you don't need immediately, you can consider obligacje skarbowe, which is basically bonds at 4 or 10 years that are linked to inflation after the first year, mathematically increasing and shielding you from that effect. Stage 3, financial agency. This is where Polish middle class breaks free with skills and experience. The two most important advices at this age: I foresee you having 100k zloty to invest as net worth. Number 1 is trying to convince your employer to move you to a B2B contract. Freelancers, IT consultants or such, can have access to a 12% flat rate, which is 20 percentage points below the one of regular employees. The second tip: investment in individual retirement accounts, the IKE. This one has a very strong benefit because if you buy a globalized ETF through this and hold until you're 60, the capital gains tax, Podatek Belki, is 0%. You are able to shield yourself from the single highest tax on your wealth accumulation. Fantastic. Last but not least, make sure you buy the World, a diversified ETF for real, because the Polish economy is very skewed towards energy and state-owned banks. Don't fall for that. Number 4, financial abundance. You are a global allocator that beats the local game and simply happens to be residing in a country that favors notably capital owners. Do not fall for the number 1 trap: buying and renting out some apartments in Warsaw. At the current property prices, rental yield is compressing. You might be losing 3 to 4% of opportunity cost each month that could instead be invested. If you invest, you not only expose yourself to the whole world and stay diversified, but you shield yourself from any geopolitical shock from Eastern Europe, whose Polish positioning makes the country a bit more susceptible to. Also, you avoid all this local game of being extremely tied to demographic risks or sudden halting of the economy or a potential inflation bubble. The single strongest thing you can do is staying the course, embrace the boring, leverage your B2B contract, your tax advantaged accounts, and continue investing globalized, increasing your savings rate each month. The telemetry is once again absolute. Poland will punish ones who try to follow the system and continue with the classic path, and reward the optimized operators, the ones who know how to leverage all tax advantages in the system, all contracts that benefit them, do not fall for the temptation of the basic brick owning, and simply pay towards that one big goal with diversified assets that keep compounding. Try to assess your position and see whether Poland is treating you well or could be a good destination for the future. I hope this was helpful. Let me know with a like and subscribe to help the channel grow and bring better contents for you. I'll see you in the next session. European Wealth Lab out.